Hey, what is up, guys? It's about to talk. I'm about to talk about the end of days. And not the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. No. Roll the credit.
I don't have a theme song, so this is a placeholder.
So, anyway, once I forgot how to talk with that opening, let's get into the topic at hand. How do you think the MCU will conclude? What is wrong with me having trouble talking today? Anyway, how do I think the MCU will conclude? Well, it won't. Anytime soon. So, let me kind of layer this slowly. 15 years ago, you lived in a time, in an age where a reboot was common, right? Batman. Yo, Batman's going good. Michael Keaton, alright. Val Kilmer, soft reboot. George Clooney, soft reboot. Okay. Strange, but okay, we'll take it. Hey, another Chris Nolan's making new movies. Yo, look, new Batman reboot. All right, new Superman. Soft reboot. They're just like flying left and right? You know, like for X-Men First Class, sort of a reboot, retcon. You know, but that was commonplace, right? Now you're at this day and age where everybody wants to build a cinematic universe because Marvel did it good. So everybody's coming at you going, well, we need to think about the future. 20 fucking years out. Think of that. Just plan 20 years out. And everybody's going, well, can that work? Can that realistically work? And Marvel's, I think, proven that, yes, it can. With slight deviations to their plans every couple years. But it definitely works, right? So how do you conclude it? Well, you're not going to conclude this anytime soon. Honestly, the way they're going to do it, and this is probably the smartest way, is they're going to keep going. You're going to get Robert Downey Jr. in another couple movies. And then they're either going to recast Robert Downey Jr. and make more Iron Man, or they're going to have him pass the mantle, and they're going to make more Iron Man films with a new star, and that's probably how they're going to do it. Captain America's already being positioned as this. Tom Holland is probably going to die at the end of his contract, and we're going to see Miles Morales swing in. Captain Marvel's going to have a series. Doctor Strange is getting a trilogy. Inhumans are taking over TV. Namor might have a movie down the road. Who the hell really knows, right? And Hulk might finally get his next movie. You know, so there's really no reason to end it. There's just a reason to keep going. So when you really think about it that way, the Marvel universe doesn't ever need to conclude. It just needs to keep rotating. Now, hypothetically, let's say 2030. So we're looking 14 years from now. Marvel suddenly starts going, well, Robert Downey's like 70 or whatever. That's not going to work. Chris Evans is long gone. He's been gone for like 15 years or something, you know? Like, he's, or let's just say 10 years, right? And the new movies, they're not really doing too good. People are saying they're kind of sick of having to go back and watch goddamn Avengers 1 to understand what the incident in New York was. Because now we're at like Avengers 8, right? And too much backstory. So we need to make a reboot, right? So maybe the way I could see it is like, okay, we're going to have Dormammu or someone, somewhere, show up. And he's going to grab that gauntlet. And maybe it's like you finally make an Illuminati movie and they're fighting someone. And maybe the villain turns out to be, I don't know, hypothetically, let's say Namor. And Namor just takes the gauntlet. He goes, I'm going to fix the universe. And just done. And we're like, what? Suddenly, this movie, it's all different. We got an entirely different cast. And you're like, huh? It's weird. It's not Captain America I know. It's definitely not Robert Downey Jr. The hell'd you do, Namor? And then they just roll with that. Wouldn't that be a logical way to do it, though? I mean, we don't know who the hottest actor in 15 years is going to be, right? We don't. We just don't. Like, they're probably like 5 years old today. Maybe 10. They're probably watching, like, the Avengers. You might even be watching this video. I don't know. You could be the best actor in 10 to 15 years, and you're gonna be the guy that they're like, yeah, we're soft rebooting, and we're gonna just reshape the universe, and this is our thing right here. And this is a fresh new reboot. We're gonna have a brand new Tony Stark and everything. They're just kind of like modernize it. But I don't think it ever really just ends. I think that's how they go. The worst case scenario is they just do a complete reboot. Like, they're just like, no, we're rebooting. Like, 100%. And guess what then? We might have to do origin stories again. And do you want that? Do you want to get Doctor Strange retold? In 20 years? In 15? Iron Man? Captain America? You can't tell it any better. Like, you can't tell these stories any better, right? That's why people are so sick of Batman rebooting. That's why people are sick of Batman movies. Because it's always the same shit. So, you just kind of have to swing on in and tell it a brand new way. And maybe you do it like this. Spider-Man 5. Peter needs new glasses. He goes into a store, and just a new actor walks in. And he's like, "Hey, Steve, how's it going?" He's like, "Hey, keep it down. I'm Captain America." And you're just like, "That's the new Steve Rogers?" And that's kind of like a soft reboot. It's kind of to cast a new actor, but it's going to be tough. So they're probably going to hang on to Robert Downey Jr. till he's like 90 years old, till he looks like Stan Lee. That's how long the dude's going to be around. And they're willing to pay him because they're going to keep rolling in the money. And the comic book movies aren't going anywhere. So I don't think you ever reboot it or conclude it. You just kind of adapt to what other people are doing and you just roll with it.
Hey guys, Armin here, just reminding you that this video was made possible thanks to patrons. If you guys are interested in supporting us and making sure we keep the lights on, check out our Patreon where you can join other fans in supporting the CBC, delivering content you guys have come to love and expect. And if you can't do that, give us a like and a subscribe. That goes a long way too.